Welcome, welcome everybody. How are you doing today? It's so very nice to have you here. And today I wanted to speak a little bit about our upcoming day long for returning students. What stops us from awakening, embodiment, and freedom now? The reason that we experience a sense of separation is because we identify ourselves with the sense of I as it arises in presence. So the moment we identify ourselves as an object, we are going to perceive and experience other objects as well. The sense of I arises out of the oneness of presence. It's just an object like any other object. And yet habitually we identify ourselves as that. So the arising of the sense of I is really not a problem. And so often we make this mistake of wanting to change or eradicate or get rid of the sense of I, which all of that makes it really stronger. The challenge is in our habitual identification with that. And also what we often don't notice is that when experience arises here, with it arises the sense of I and takes ownership of the experience. So that which we rarely are really aware of creates the illusion of the doer. It creates the illusion that we are the ones that are in charge, or the sense of I is the one that is in charge, that is doing this. So to really investigate that and to break out of that sense of separation, we need to investigate the sense of I very directly, and we need to look beyond this identification or through this identification all the way into the oneness of presence, which is our true nature. We also want to, in this intensive, to become more aware of and explore more this, how the sense of I takes ownership of the arising experience and how that creates an illusion of continuity, an illusion of doership, an illusion of we are in charge. I often speak about the survival instinct these days, the survival instinct that naturally arises here. However, oftentimes the survival instinct couples with the patterns of the past, and also, which we are often not aware of, the arising of the survival instinct strengthens our identification with the sense of I. Because when survival instinct is present, there's such a strong physiological response. There is activation in the nervous system and brain. There's hormones and chemicals being released. There is, very strong sensations that come with that. And so often, the sense of I arises in presence. It takes ownership of the arising experience. And then our physiology, when it kicks into that survival instinct and makes it very, very strong, and again, so much more believable, strengthening that sense of I. So in our day long, I want to explore how to uncouple that survival instinct from the patterns of the past, and how to become more aware again of this, how the survival instinct arises and strengthens our identification with the sense of I. We are also going to continue our ongoing inquiry into patterns that stop us from being here. And I have asked you, my returning students, to submit a written homework which we can use to deepen our inquiry into right now, recently, right now, in this time, in these moments, what stops you? Or in general, what is the deeper habit that stops you from being here? Because that is what stops you then from awakening embodiment and freedom. So I'm very much looking forward to our meeting, and I hope to see you there.